Right, welcome to the channel, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to try and keep this as, I guess, as concise as possible without ranting so much. But boy, am I going to rant. The Dark Crystal Age of Resistance has been cancelled. It won an Emmy. It won an Emmy for Outstanding Children's Program. Now, Emmys don't really mean anything. Like, awards don't really mean anything, okay? But because in the grander scheme of things can win awards even when they're universally disliked, right? Like Suicide Squad, for instance. Most people will stand by that and say, yeah, it was a pretty crap movie. It got an Oscar, right? Now, The Dark Crystal Age of Resistance is the best show on Netflix. And they cancelled it right after it won an Emmy. Now, it won an Emmy, obviously, for Outstanding Children's Program. And that was to Jim Henson's Netflix, Jim Henson Company, everyone involved in it, right? And boy, did it deserve it. Because, now, like I say, awards don't really mean anything. Because you could look at them and say, well, they actually really disliked, or the critics and then the audiences were pretty split on this. No. 88, 95. I'd say that's about right. If some critics didn't like it, they were comparing it to other bits and bobs. They hadn't quite seen the original. There's that one. You know, that's Rotten Tomatoes. We've got Metacritic, 82, 8.5. Yeah, pretty good. You know, it's literally universal acclaim. It is a must-watch on Metacritic. A must-watch. IMDb, 8.5 out of 10 with 19,969 people voting. People love it. They absolutely adore it. It was universally loved, universally praised. And then, boom, gone. See you later. And yet Netflix keep some of the most garbage shows alive you've ever seen in your life. I think what's so irritating about this is they have defended their actions tooth and nail with respect to Cuties, right? A piece of crap movie that most people dislike, and yet you've got most people, obviously people that watch this have got Netflix, right? So why aren't you keeping this alive? Because most people with your Netflix account want this to continue. What's going on? Unbelievable. Like, it's insane. Words it's just beyond me. I can't put it into words. I have no words for this. Dark Crystal Age of Resistance. This is from Lisa Henson, and I bet she was devastated because she really took the bull by the horns on this, because this is what Jim Henson considered to be his best work. His best work. He loved the Dark Crystal. It was his thing. So Lisa Henson came out and said, we can confirm that there will not be an additional season of the Dark Crystal Age of Resistance. We know fans are eager to learn how this chapter of the Dark Crystal saga concludes, and we'll look for ways to tell that story in the future. It's probably going to be a comic book. I've done some comics based on the Dark Crystal, but nowhere near enough people is going to pick it up. Our company has a legacy of creating rich and complex worlds that require technical innovation, artistic excellence, and masterful storytelling. Our history also includes productions that are enduring, often finding and growing their audience over time, and proving again and again that fantasy and science fiction genres reflect eternal messages and truths that are always relevant. Now, none of that tells us why. None of that tells us why. They had a massive audience for this. Nearly everyone loved it. I'm gutted. Now, she continues further and says, we are so grateful to Netflix for trusting us to realise this ambitious series. We are deeply proud of our work on Age of Resistance and the acclaim it has received from fans, critics, and our peers. most recently receiving an Emmy for Outstanding Children's Programme. And then you get the douche nozzles that are Netflix coming in. We're grateful to the master artist at the Jim Henson Company for bringing the Dark Crystal Age of Resistance to life for fans around the world. We're thankful to the executive producers Lisa Henson and Hayley Stanford and Louis Leterrier, who also directed all episodes, as well as the writers, cast and crew for outstanding work, and thrilled we were recognised with the Emmy this weekend. Why didn't you continue it? There's no explanation. There's no explanation. And yet, you've got Netflix uploading a bloody movie about a guy boning an octopus. Why, Netflix? Are you doing CP in Cuties, bestiality in My Life with, you know, an erotic, literally as a guy having an erotic relationship with an octopus? And yet you've got this Emmy winning, universally loved series, and you're cancelling it. There is no justice in the world. And this is why people are cancelling their Netflix. Honestly, right, Stranger Things. Stranger Things, it's alright, you know, it's alright. The first season was great. Second season was pretty crap. Yeah? Third season was middling at best because they still didn't explain anything. And yet you're continuing that for however many more seasons. This was spectacular. It was heartwarming. It was free of agenda. It was lovable. It's just, it was so good. I'm gutted. So lame. And a lot of people are pointing towards COVID. Nah, it's got nothing to do with it. The way these puppets can work, you can keep your distance. You could definitely keep your distance with it. If you can shoot movies, you can make this. I'm so gutted. Absolutely. I even did the review of the Dark Crystal Age of Resistance making of book, and it's a beautiful book. And I'm going to have the bestiary sent over to me as well, where I can kind of, you know, dive into the creatures and things like that. This is absolutely devastating, and it doesn't make any sense. And you can see in this statement from Lisa Henson that they are just, they're just lost. They're lost for words, but they're saying stuff. You know, you can read into it. Or I'm reading into it as much as I like. I'm reading into the fact that they are absolutely devastated here. They're so gutted. They're so proud of themselves, and there's just no explanation for it. What are you doing, Netflix? The only quality things on your thing, you just keep axing. You just keep... See you later. I cannot believe this. Yeah, no worries, guys. Yeah, get your Emmy, and then we'll get you that. Just for argument's sake, right? Let's look at Stranger Things. Because remember, this is important because this is another Netflix show, right? So Stranger Things. TV shows. Was it 2016, was it? So Stranger Things Season 1, 91%, 93%, yeah? Stranger Things Season 2, 94%, 90%. So less liked than Age of Resistance. Yeah? Stranger Things Season 3, 87%. Less liked than Dark Crystal, Age of Resistance. So I just think to myself, why? What are you doing? What's the point here? You know? Look at this. 95%. See score details. That's massive. It's huge. No justice. Lame. There you go. I saw this last night. I thought I'd sleep on it, see if I calm down. I did not calm down. Do apologise. There you go, ladies and gents. Let me know your thoughts on this travesty down below in the comments. If you're new here, do hit subscribe. Stay up to date on the world of pop culture movie news by hitting the bell notification icon. Thanks so much. Take care.